How's it going today, YouTube, and welcome back to Shainer's Mechanic Life. As you can see, I picked myself up a Milwaukee M18 Top Off 175 watt power supply. Part number 2846-20. Now, some of the most common uses for something like this is charging up your dead cell phones. You can run your laptop computer off it, stuff like that. But being a mechanic, I'm just wondering, what else can I use it for? Now, on the packaging, Milwaukee is actually quite straightforward with what it can and what it can't run. On the front, it can show, laptops, small fan, and your personal electronics. Gives you what kind of runtime you can expect with what battery you're using and what device you're trying to charge. And down at the bottom, they're very straightforward with not for use with power tools, quarter power tools, heated jackets, refrigerators, coffee makers, and microwaves. Those devices just draw way too much power, especially when they first start up. There's a big spike in power to fire those things up, and especially anything with a heating element. So I was wondering, what if you have a dead car? Something that won't start, not just because it had a dead battery, because, it's got a mechanical issue, and you wanted to get a little bit of charge in the battery without removing the battery and bringing it in the shop to use a charger. So I decided to test how long it would run one of these small chargers. Chargers about out around the 10 amp mark. I use both these chargers quite a bit, and I'm very pleased with them. This one is a 6 volt and 12 volt charger. Part number PL2320, and this one is a 12 volt and 24 volt charger. Part number PL2410. I'll leave links to both of these in the description of the video. As you can see, they're labeled different companies, but these are basically rebranded chargers. A lot of different companies make them. Well, let's get to the rest of the video and see how long the Milwaukee Top Off with a 12 amp hour battery will run one of these chargers at 10 amps. Here we go. As you can see, I got my 12 amp hour battery on it. Let's see how well it'll charge up this battery using this little battery charger. So turn it on, plug your charger in, start it up well. As you can see, we only got about 42% charge, 41. So we'll set it to 10 amps. Press start. And then we'll give it a while and see how long the battery lasts. So far, everything seems to be functioning. As you can see, we got full charge on our battery. Let's check in a little bit later. Okay, we've had it running for half an hour. Battery's 54% charged. And let's check our battery. We're down 1 bar. Let's check in again in another 30 minutes. Well, it's been another 30 minutes. Our battery's up to 95%. And our Milwaukee battery is down to 2 bars. Well, let's give it 30 more minutes and see how things are. So another half hour later, everything's still running. Still says 95%, but that's what I've noticed with this charger is it'll kind of hang out there, but then, it'll always go to 100% and shut off. But our Milwaukee Top Off is still running, but we're down to 1 bar. So I don't know if we got another half hour in it, but we'll wait and see. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes, and since we only had 1 bar left, I thought I'd check on it in a little bit of shorter interval. As you can see, we're still at 95%, but our M18 battery is still at 1 bar. Let's give it another 15 minutes and see how it's going. Well, it's been 15 more minutes. We're still sitting at 95%. The Milwaukee Top Off with the 12 amp hour battery is still running. And we're still sitting at 1 bar. It's definitely a very handy unit. You know, if you're waiting for a part, let's say serpentine belt or alternator, and you want to pre-charge the battery enough to get it going so you're not working the alternator too hard to charge up the battery, a setup like this will definitely do the trick. Well, 2 hours, 27 minutes after I first started it, the Milwaukee Top Off finally shut off. Almost brought the battery up to 100% charge. But in my opinion, anytime you can run a battery charger at 10 amps for almost 2.5 hours out of something like this, you're in pretty good shape. Well, that was surprising how long the Milwaukee Top Off with a 12 amp hour battery ran one of these chargers. I didn't think it'd last anywhere near that long. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Just want to thank someone who's left a comment in one of my previous videos, Tyler Alexander. Thanks for the comment. I really appreciate it. I read all my comments and try to get back to every single one of them. Well, that's it for tonight's video. Do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe button and notification bell. Have a good night, everybody, and thanks for watching.